That's amazing. Okay.
It's the 2K Game Show.
Hello, happy with how they're playing. Look to make amends tonight. And guys, this team getting some big help in the form of Freak. He has stepped up and been a big contributor over this recent stretch of games. Shaq, what's been the change for him?
You know, he's playing under control, Arnie. He's not trying to do too much with each possession. You know, he's also being more aggressive, taking the initiative. You know, he's just going at people. The barbecue chicken theory, Arnie. Get out of my way, I'm going to eat you.
Yeah, I mean, Freak might be one of my favorite players coming up.
Or Riley Jones.
Teammates are trusting him more, giving him opportunities, trusting that the fact that he...
Where at? At work? Or he was at your job? He was fat too? Or he was in the driveway?
It's Saturday night and live on 2K Sports. We've got the excitement of the NBA for you tonight. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. So glad you could join us here at the... Scotty's checked in for Horford. Hardaway comes in for Jared Dudley. Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Kyle Korver. And Taylor subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. The Nets also changing it up. Ryan Hollins, he's checked in for Lopez. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Williams in for Jarrett Jack. Setting the floor for the Nets. Young is out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Williams. Then there's Ryan Hollins. And it's Kilpatrick in at the shooting guard.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
Right side, Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had the foul and keeps him from converting the easy bucket.
The Nets making a switch here. Augustine's checked in, and he makes both free throws.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throw. Beautiful to watch.
Here's Taylor, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. The Atlanta Hawks come into this one following a loss to Milwaukee.
You know, but they were able to hang in there for most of that game. But at the end, you know, when it matters most in terms of what I call winning time, they just could not make the plays on either end of the floor.
Yeah, I like that term, winning time. But as you said, they didn't get run over, but just couldn't convert when they needed to in the end.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Screen by Young. Back to Williams. The tray.
He's about to get the 99 overall.
Augustine with the assist. Williams has got 5.
Oh, yeah.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Millsap sets the pick for Freak.
Ooh, almost punched on dude.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also doing their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Nets trail by 4. So for Brooklyn now, Bogdanovich out there with Young. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Jarrett Jack. And it's Kilpatrick in at the 2. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bucks just played phenomenal. He ended with 20 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. A bit of a surprise attack for him, as he is usually just regarded as a role player on his team.
Good job as always, Doris. Thank you, guys. What was your take on his performance?
Kevin, I really felt like he left it all out on the floor. I'll say this. It was a great, hard charging effort.
Guys, when he's on, nobody's more fun to watch. And he was definitely on in that game.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height,
just be
then you
green
better
lights
be
now.
able to manufacture things in the air.
Screen by Young. Jack passes to Young. Stolen by Doug. Pushing it up. And a wide open look for Freak. And a miss there on the triple. Nets trail by 10. Jack dishes to Lopez. Feeds it to Bogdanovich. Back to Lopez. 6 on the shot clock. The shot will not go. Good work defensively by Horford. Taylor attacking. Shot is no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And then in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
And Nets basket number 4. He's taken 9 shots to this point. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got the chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach had to say to his team. Young was the focus of the discussion, and he wants their offense to run through him. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. I'm sure Coach is hoping those changes turn the tide in this game and shrink the deficit before halftime. Back to you, Kevin.
And thank you for that, Doris.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Kevin, let's look at where the Hawks stand in the NBA rankings right now. 3rd in three-point shooting, 4th in opponent points per game, and they also show up in the top 5 in not giving up the ball. This is a low turnover team. They value possessions, and they really concentrate on taking care of the rock.
And you know, their free throw shooting, overlooked by some, but it's kept them alive in close games, and you definitely get confidence when you have the ability to convert on those opportunities.
Paul Millsap is checked in for Jared Dudley. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Brooklyn.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Here's Taylor. It's a shot, no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Back to Jack. From outside the arc. Taylor with the rebound. The Hawks leading by 11. Outside Millsap. Kicks it to Horford. Hawks passing it around. Horford with the screen on Lopez. Schroeder passes to Taylor. From deep. The long distance three is buried. Taylor's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Hawks.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here. Nothing fancy there, didn't he?
And through the first half. Back to the action now. It's been a 1-team. Checked in for Atlanta. And a change for the Nets. Ryan Howland, who's checked in for Brook Lopez. Taylor in at shooting guard. Jared Dudley out there with Horford. Then there's Kyle Korver. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And Taylor with the stop.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And Jack kicks to Bogdanovich.
Don't managers get paid more?
Passes to Kilpatrick. He feeds it to Bogdanovich. 5 on the clock. Here's Young. No good. And Atlanta will come the other way.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Screen by Young. Pass to Jack. Off the screen. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Taylor attacking. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Taylor's got 6 here in this quarter.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
I'm clicking it.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Here's Bogdanovich, and he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Schroeder kicks to Horford. Pass to Taylor. 1:33 left in the 3rd quarter. And stolen by Holland. Outside Jack, right wing. They set the pick to the inside. Here's Kilpatrick. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Schroeder passes to Taylor. From deep. And Hollins pulls it down.
The only place for shots like that are in shoot-around.
Exactly. I mean, that shot is one he shouldn't even think about taking.
Here's Jack. Tries again. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Setting the floor for the Nets. DJ Augustine out there with Williams. Then there's Ryan Hollins. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3 spot.
They have got to put a body on it, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Here's Taylor. And that one's good. Taylor's got 22.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
And there's the pass to Hollis Jefferson.
Ain't that's a little bad?
Back to Lopez. Fires from 14. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Lopez has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. Master it.
There's Hollis Jefferson.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Well, I like the fact that we can still see a flicker of a flame burning. They haven't given up or given in. They've picked it up at both ends and right now on a nice run.
Nets trail by 20. He kicks it to Williams. Pick by Williams. Lopez dishes to Williams. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
You know, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
Clock at 6. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Dudley's shot is good.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Hawks.
You're right, and it was a standout performance across the board. They were just at times toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left to play.
You know, no matter what happens next time they meet, I think this was the biggest game they'll play against each other this season. Getting that 2-1 advantage means so much.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for a Freak. He was doing everything right, and the
that's
points
how the
came in
schedule
bunches.
was.
Definitely had the hot hand.
Three-pointer
You check it
right.
every day.
Here's McCullough. Nice work on the board.
Check
He's
it
paying
every
off
day.
with the basket.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Taylor attacking. Right through the D for the layup.
This is a serious
That's probably
game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah,
Just not
25
backing
points,
off
2
here. I mean, they're
rebounds,
looking to
1
close
assist.
this one out in
Now I'm
style.
just trying to get my
What a
assist.
time to have this kind of serve.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the first one at the line is good. And so Urbana takes this one by a big
They just
margin.
competing. They be
They've won
good
this
in my
game
part.
going away. They were the better basketball team
That's
by
safe.
far.
I got.
Paul, tonight seemed like it was
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Yeah, I know. I seen it. Who else on? Riley online.
Kevin, much
I ain't
appreciated. And
fan.
now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Freak. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo.
Oh, I
for
was a
his
game
team.
player.
Shaq,
I was a
what'd you
game
think?
player, finally.
Seeing Freak dominate the way he did tonight reminded me of watching him play in high school. He was a man among boys. He was a
Alright.
4-time consistent All-American back then. Overall, great game.
Ernie, that is the definition of domination. He took them to school tonight in every possible way. I know there's 10 players on the court, but I only noticed one.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.
Alright, guys, that's the rest of the video.